Welcome to the BESL Pro Season 1. My name's Derek Danger and together with me is Cookie.
Yeah, and I think we can just go in right away. Let's check the schedule of this week. So we saw Keep Yourself Alive versus NACL. We didn't see that game because it was a forfeit. Keep Yourself Alive were not able to make it. But then we saw Falcon eSports versus Team Coinflip Gaming, and I'm still shocked to this day that Team Coinflip Gaming were able to take a 2-0 victory against Falcon eSports. Yeah, and today we'll see Imantas play against Surreal Gaming, so that will be a pretty hype matchup.
And tomorrow, as the last day of the week, we'll have Public Enemy versus Team Solar Mountain. Right after that, Vegan Unit 4 versus Iron Wolves.
Yeah, and Public Enemy versus Team Solar Mountain, I think that is going to be like the best matchup of the week. I think that's going to be a close game, but
we'll have to see.
Yeah, Team Solmat haven't been as confident as I would want them to be. And now Imantas versus Surreal Gaming, today's matchup. Surreal Gaming are yet to win some games this season. Well, Imantas 4-0. So a dominant start from them.
Leading the standings for now. And yeah, we'll see how they finish week 3. And for Imantas 5, they got GOEXANIMO in the top lane, Homeless Master in jungle. Mid lane is filled by Faison, and in bot lane there's Fabi and Rutsko.
Yeah, and for Surreal Gaming we have Nerzel in the top lane, Big Mac in the jungle, Macro mid, and Atnex and Kaiser both in the bot lane.
So yeah, what do you think about this matchup? Can Surreal Gaming fix their score?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's going to be a 2-0 from Imantas, but I have that feeling inside of me that Surreal Gaming will take one game away. I feel like Captain Snowball is going to pull out the Lee Sin again. I heard from them that they are going to go with troll picks this time. Well, not troll picks, but like their comfort picks that maybe are not in the meta, but that they feel really comfortable on. So maybe they can surprise Imantas and pick up one win, but yeah, it's unlikely.
Well, we'll have to see how that goes. And yeah, well, I think that Imantas have like stronger laners all over the board. It should be like, well, it shouldn't be close, but there's always something you can pull out. Some, as you said, like maybe not troll picks, but some comfort picks. And we are in the champ select, and for the first game, there's going to be Imantas on the blue side and Surreal Gaming on the red side.
Yeah, and now Zaya and Rakan are really contested picks this patch because of the nerfs and buffs that everybody have gotten. And the Janna ban, again, Atnex not getting his Janna. He's basically like one-tricking the champion, you could say. Well, he does know a lot of champions, but Janna is his most comfortable pick. And that it is a big disengaged champion, something that Imantas don't want Surreal Gaming to have. And yeah, banning it out so that they can just engage and not get stopped by anyone.
And yeah, Evelyn ban, that is pretty interesting. Homeless isn't like the biggest Evelyn player, as we've seen before, but maybe he has practiced it extensively. And the casual Camille ban versus Nerzel. So that has been like the ban in almost all the games.
Yeah, I think Nerzel has never got to pick his Camille. Or maybe when they got, when they got Lee Sin, he played Camille. And that was a really good game from him. So yeah, they scouted a bit, checked out what Surreal Gaming want to play, and understood that that's something they don't want to see from Nerzel. And Yasuo banned against Faison. Faison will not be, or Natasen, or known as Faison otherwise, will not be able to pull out his favorite champion. And maybe we'll see a Warwick ban. Holmes has played Warwick, and he's been really nasty on that champion. But actually, Imantas ban Zaya.
So maybe they want to go for something else. Maybe they have practiced the Kaiser, which is a pretty hype champion right now. Lately, we've seen it more in the jungle, at least in solo queue, than in the AD carry position. So maybe Homeless or Fabi are ready to pick it up. And the Kazakhs ban to close out the first phase of the ban phase. And it's going to be a first pick Cyan, as usual.
Yeah, nothing new from them. Nerzel, they could go for the Surreal game, you could go for Wisin now. Well, most likely they'll just last pick it because it's not really a contested pick. And you can pick get some better champions. I don't know what Nerzel would play in top lane. I know that maybe he can pull out the Zerath.
He's played a lot of Vladimir into Cyan so far.
Yeah, but they do go with the Tristana. She got her range got nerfed, so it's going to be a bit harder for striking in the laning phase. Maybe Fabi will pick up Draven to just try and snowball the lane from there.
Yeah, well, what I'm most worried about is the mid lane, because Faison has showed that he's not afraid of anyone so far. He hasn't played the top teams yet, but well, it's gonna happen sooner or later when he will face the real competition.
Yeah, usually he plays the assassin types or Echo, but we saw one game of Rise from him where he had really good roams and catched people out. But yeah, we saw that only one game. And the Nidalee coming out from Holmes Master carry champion, she just wants to snowball the lane. In Latvia, there's a joke where Holmes Master always gets 5 kills in the early game alone. He doesn't actually need his team's help. He just goes in and gets 5 kills alone. And facing again with this Disco Nuno hover, it will never get old, I guess, for him at least.
Well, I want to see Disco Nuno in action.
Well, it would be fun, but...
And that is going to be Caitlyn for Fabi, so... yeah, it's probably one of the best picks versus Tristan, even before the Tristan nerfs.
Yeah.
And now it's a really one-sided matchup. And, well, it's probably going to be the supports that will determine the lane here. Karm is already picked up, so it's a... I don't know, Karm kind of equalizes the Tristana's weaknesses in the early game. So
yeah, she has a lot of poke. She has a lot of poke, and then like movement speed, I would say, is something like a shield. If you have a lot of movement speed, then you are able to just dodge every skill shot there is with no skill needed, and Karma does give that, and she also gives a shield. So that's something that every hyper carry wants to see. And Lee Sin coming out from Captain Snowballs again, or Big Mac. So I want to see will he be able to snowball the game this time. Last time they played against Vegan Unit 4, and he had some really good early aggression, but then they couldn't translate that to a victory. Yeah, Vegan Unit 4 just slowly came back into the game.
They came back to the game because of that aggression.
They kind of played the Surreal game. Had that great start, but then they kind of threw a bit, and so Vegan Unit 4 got ahead from them throwing the game, and Cassiopeia just kept farming mid lane and allowing Talia to roam, and she was so strong that she was unstoppable.
And yeah, we see Cho'Gath, Shen, Cassio, and Alistar bans in the second phase. So they are targeting Nerzel in top lane, trying to maybe bait him on the Vladimir.
Yeah,
that could be an option, because Cho'Gath and Shen are both really good into Cyan, pretty much. And we see the Garen, but is that going to be the Garen, or is that a placeholder?
Yeah, well, I know that you play a lot of Garen, actually, so how do you feel about the Garen versus Cyan matchup?
It's not good, but it's not the worst matchup Garen has. Garen can pretty much farm to level 11, where he outscales the Cyan, but until then the game is probably over, so you should not rely on that. But yeah, so far we haven't seen any clues if that is a placeholder or not. Yeah, and it seems like it's going to be Garen top, because
no, it is a placeholder. It's a placeholder. Yeah, Garen is Gnar actually, so that gives a bit of room for them to grow. It just allows Nerzel to kind of win the lane. If he doesn't get poked out, it's just going to allow him to be a massacre a bit harder to deal with than with the Garen. And Morgana in the support picked up, and Zed actually in mid lane. So facing again, coming out with the assassin type champions, and the Morgana in the bot lane. That's something we saw fucking eSports pick it up against Caitlyn, so that where they could just like match the push from Caitlyn.
And how did it go?
Yeah, well, they lost, but yeah, Soraka in the support role for Surreal Gaming, and wait, no, that's also a placeholder.
And Soraka is Thalia in the mid lane.
Yeah, so we saw something similar last week when they played against Vig in Unit 4. They also had the Thalia mid and Lee Sin jungle, and the two of them tried to make as much pressure as they could. But I just want to know if Macro will be able to survive against Zed.
Well,
and yeah,
in my opinion, that matchup's like Thalia shouldn't be like she shouldn't have to survive. She can just push if that's possible. But Faison is like kind of like extraordinary player. When you're playing against him, he forces to play differently. So maybe Thalia won't be able to push all the time.
Yeah. And if Thalia cannot really push out the lane, then she'll have a hard time roaming, or she'll have to at least give up XP and CS to roam and help out the side lanes. And I feel like, well, yeah, top lane most likely will be left on an island again. Nerzel and Goduch or Haim Frito will be able to just battle it out themselves. Most likely that Thomas won't go there. I think that Big Mac is going to try to help out as much as they can the bot lane because of the Lee Sin pick, and yeah, because of Caitlyn being so dominant in lane, and she will just try to push in the waves as much as she can, and then Big Mac can try and counter that with a gank. But then most likely Homeless Master will be there to counter gank, and yeah, it's going to be hard for Surreal Gaming to come out on top.
It's going to be hard for Big Mac to do anything because like Caitlyn, Morgana are pretty self-sufficient lane. They can easily 2v3, and there's probably going to be at least one 2v3 kill, I predict now.
Okay, yeah.
But with the Lee Sin pick, the whole idea is to snowball the Tristana, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. And well, he can try to snowball the mid lane, but is that even going to give an edge to them?
Well, if maybe Big Mac can try and help out mid lane early in the early levels, and then roam to bot lane together with Thalia, then they can try and punish that as much as they can. Because if they bait Morgana's flash out, then she can't really get over the wall. Well, Caitlyn will have the Caliber net to get out, but one kill, they could possibly get one kill out of that.
After 6.
After 6, yeah, after 6. Well, Tristana doesn't really need to win the lane. She can just try and farm it out as safely as she possibly can, and then try and get as much resources as she can mid game, I mean, and then try and carry the game from there. But Caitlyn does a lot of damage in the mid game too, so it will be hard to see. Yeah, and just Imantas 5 having mechanically stronger guys, and then the team has a lot of experience on a competitive level.
It's going
to be rough for Surreal Gaming.
But well, maybe Nezu will just take it on his own and just snowball the top lane, split push all game, go for that split push and team fight comp.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll just have found the answer to win games, and everybody will play like a god, and we'll see like forgiven type plays out of Kaiser in the bot lane.
But there's no Kaiser.
But yeah, no, there is Kaiser. Striking is Kaiser. I mean, Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser.
Not Kaiser. Yeah, Kaiser.
It's pretty hard to play Tristan right now. I would say that. But yeah, we'll have to see how this one goes.
Yeah, and we will see this after this small commercial break. So don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back with Imantas 5 versus Surreal Gaming.
And we are in the game between
Falcon, the Surreal Gaming and Imantas 5. And yeah, both Surreal Gaming, all 5 members going topside. So it's interesting to see what kind of cheese they are. But Imantas 5 also are going topside. So
and it's going to be a brawl in topside level 1, and they already find each other, but a little bit too soon. So not much action is going to break down there. But
yes.
Yeah. If only Surreal Gaming just went straight into the bush,
yeah,
it might have been bloody.
Maybe they just wanted to cut out Chaim Frito going to lane, so that they wanted to just all run in and try to snowball there, but it did not work out. The Imantas 5 all went topside also, so.
And talking about Chaim Frito or GOEXANIMO, what do you think? Which one? What is going to be the matchup on top lane? Because pre-Sion nerfs, it was actually really Sion sided, I would say. But now, if Nerzel can dodge enough Sion ease, then maybe he can just dominate the lane.
Yeah, I think I'll say this. I think that Nerzel is going to win the lane. That's what I'm going to say. I don't have too much faith in GOEXANIMO, but I think that Nerzel is going to win the lane in topside. But it is a tank in the top lane for GOEXANIMO, so it's easier to play tanks. So we'll see. But yeah, my prediction is that Nerzel is going to win the lane.
And on mid lane, we already see the early push from Talia. We'll get to level 2 first, and we'll get a couple of CS lead. Oh yeah. And both junglers started on the bottom side, so probably both of them just want to try to impact top lane in early levels as much as they can. Because if one of the top laners gets a kill, they can probably snowball the lane.
Yeah, Nidalee might look for a top lane gank now, as Nerzel has pushed in pretty much, and she has a faster clear, so she will have the gank.
Well, Nerzel in trouble, gets knocked up by the Sion. Megagnon comes in, gets the double jump, and it seems like Nerzel fails the flash.
No!
And Homeless Master gets the first kill, but Captain Snowball comes in and redeems the situation.
Yeah, Captain Snowballs. At first I thought it's going to be a fail flash from Captain Snowballs or Big Mac as well, but no, it actually worked out. He was able to pick up Nidalee for himself. Now Nerzel doesn't have any summoners, but Big Mac is going to have a small lead over Homeless Master or Bronze the Smurf.
And yeah, well, not a small lead. He got vision inside the jungle. He pretty much knows where the Nidalee is now and will be able to track for like a minute or two from now on.
Yeah, but surprisingly, both bot lanes are poking evenly right now. The Karma poke coming in strong. For Surreal Gaming. They are pretty. They can just right now stand in the lane with no problems. But yeah, Macro, half health. And Faison also lower than half health, so both of them just going to play safe most likely. Homeless Master already going bot side, looking for something. Is going to steal away the Grump, so he'll get back what Big Mac stole from him. We'll get that back with no problems. And yeah, Nerzel just right now, I'd say winning top lane. But he did just lose a trade, so we're not going to look at that for now. And bot side.
And yeah, bot line's actually more even than we thought it would be. Almost even in CS, so yeah, pretty surprising and pretty well played by Shiking and Atnex, or Kaiser and Atnex. Yeah. In this case, then, Kaiser goes in on Rutsko. We'll get the fourth explosion stack, and Rutsko is getting quite low. Maybe the next time Kaiser gets more, but Kaiser goes in, dodges the binding, and well, once his jump is up, and his jump is up, he jumps in, gets the flash, and flashes on the Rutsko, and gets the kill. Heal still up, so Caitlyn's not able to capitalize on that. And really well played by Kaiser and Atnex on the bot lane.
Yeah, Payson did try to roam and get something back, but did not work out. So right now, Surreal Gaming, as I said, they're going to win the first
And well,
game.
talking about face and caught out by M0 and Big Mac without the W has to flash away. And will probably be safe, but he's not. He still stayed there. Big Mac misses the stunning strike, and it's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, if he would have hit it, I don't think that he would have gotten the kill, but he would have chunked Pheasant a lot more, and he would have to back with no questions. Right now, he can safely just try and farm under the turret. But Talia gets 6, so she might start roaming now. Already.
And yeah, already going to the top lane. Sion's pretty pushed up with a lot of minions on top. It's going to slow push. Talia just gets a ward in the river and will now hide for a bit to maybe scare Imantas 5 a bit.
Yes, or maybe even try and kill Pheasant.
And well, Big Mac's there. He's going around, and well, it's going to be an all-in on Pheasant. Ward jump from Big Mac, and he's going to get the kill on Pheasant. Yeah, pretty good play by Big Mac. Already 2 on the Lee Sin. And well, it's only the start of it. Shiking jumps on the Rutsko again on the bot lane, and from one combo, Rutsko has a 30% HP.
Yes, Real Gaming right now playing out of their mind. Just, I'm shocked. I was trolling a bit when I said they're going to win the first game, but right now I'm really thinking that they could actually pick up the first game. The early game coming out from them really strong, and Fabi right now on the Caitlyn pick can do what I expected him to do. And Kaiser and Adnix, both of them just playing so well.
Yeah, it seems like that it's not Kaiser playing looking at the previous weeks.
Yeah, it looks like Kaiser is on steroids right now. Playing out of his mind. But we heard that there might be a sub for Kaiser, but we don't know if it did come through. So we'll have to expect that it's Kaiser right now.
Yeah, I hope it's Kaiser. It would be really nice seeing this from him.
Yeah. But right now, Haim Frito in the lead in CS-wise. Has a bit of a minion lead. Nerzel not as dominant as I would want him to be in the lane. But yeah, Nerzel, Godok or Haim Frito has got some items for himself, so now he's a tankier and can withstand some of the damage that Nerzel dishes out.
There's no damage that Nerzel dishes out here.
Yeah.
Yet. He'll have to wait for his Black Cleaver on level 13 before doing anything. Till then, he'll just have to farm up, and Sion's looking for roam on the mid lane. We'll just get vision on top side, and well, still looks for more as he's going to the enemy red buff.
Yeah, maybe just warding it. Yeah, wards it so that he knows when Uisin is picking that up.
And a good read from Big Mac, putting down the pink right on that ward. And well, Homeless Master is going around. He hits the spear on the Lee Sin. Lee Sin does have to flash, but it does not help him. They just completely wreck Big Mac in the jungle.
Yeah, this time the laners were did not roam. Nerzel did not roam. He just pushed in the wave and did not go and help out Big Mac. And it did cost Big Mac his life. And yeah, some misplays coming out from Surreal Gaming. Hopefully they will not continue so that they would have a higher chance of winning this game.
And in the game with so many snowballing matchups, we have Infernal Drake as the first one, but well, Homeless is looking for gank on the now. Nerzel does have flash. Spear does not connect. Flashes in the turret range now. Godex is going in, soon to be Megagnar. Will he make it? He will not. Bronze 2 Smoke flashes on the Nerzel and gets the kill right before the Megagnar activates.
Yeah,
and it
macro
seems like they might even go for the first turret.
Yeah, macro roaming to not let that happen does still have the ultimate. Yeah, he does use
And
use
he
it.
traps everyone in it. Big Mac, ooh. Yeah, Godex gets away with the flash now. There's going to be a teleport from Nerzel. Zed's already there. And it's going to be no kills there. I thought at least Godex should have died there.
Yeah, but macro was, if he would have landed the Q, and if he would just landed it, then it would have been a dead high-end Frito or Godok, and it would have started the snowball from him, give him the lead that he needs, face and roam top lane, and didn't get anything in return for roaming.
And as we see, Big Mac is starting the Inferno Drake. It's going to go uncontested unless Rusko steals it. And well, Big Mac smites it in time.
And this time did smite it with no problems. But yeah, Shiking now having that lead in bot lane, having having the lead that he needs to start snowballing this game. If he can just, oh wait.
And well, Kai'Sa is going to die, gets hit by the binding into the Caitlyn trap, into the Morgana ult, and there's just nothing he can do. And that's the bright side of the Caitlyn Morgana lane. Once you get hit by something, you just die.
Yeah, if Morgana can land that binding, then the trap follow-up is really easy, and that's a lot of damage that comes out from the headshots. And again, Holm is looking to steal something away from Big Mac, but does not seem that he will be able to do it. No, does steal one of the small raptors away with the spear. But yeah, mid lane right now has been pretty quiet. Macro has tried to roam around the map. It did have one successful roam, I think.
And well, they're going on Nuzzle again on top lane. He dodges the Sion ult, but he is really low without Magnar, and he's just going to die there to almost move. Unless he turns it around, he will not. Big Mac in there, going for the home, is going to get the kick and the Q on it. Now he's needs to survive, gets the big knockup from Goex, and well, tries to run away. He will have the ward jump. Does he has the wards? He does.
Yeah, but that is going to be a lot of damage on the turret. Heimfrido might even pick it up for himself. Nerso still doesn't have the TP, so oh yeah, Big Max does stay, but now Godox might try and dive him.
He will try to deal as much damage on turret as possible, and well, Big Mac gets hit by the Cyan, and well, he doesn't want to stay there anymore.
Yeah, and will he be able to pick up the turret?
He will probably. Nothing to stop him there.
Yeah, the Nerso will not be in time. Or will no? Yeah, got easy pickings for God getting that turret. But now both of the mid laners roaming bot side, trying to see what they can do. And yeah, bot lane.
And well, Kai'Sa in trouble again. Jumps away from the flash binding from Rutsko. And well, that's going. We need to see if that's going to cost Rutsko his life in the future. He gets a Q on the Atnex, and Atnex is going to die to Fabi. Kai'Sa gets a follow-up kill, but Fabi gets the double kill. So Shiking thought he would get away from that, but he miscalculated the damage. Now Captain Snowball coming from behind to Lee ult, coming in. Fabi surely going to die there, nothing for him to do but to kite. He gets hit by everything, flashes away, but he will fall to M0. Now, Homeless trying to redeem his teammates, but gets kicked away.
Yeah, and Faison, meanwhile, is just able to keep pressuring mid lane, and does get a lot of damage on the turret with no problems. That most likely will be the next objective to fall. Yeah. The bot lane was not going, now it's going a bit as I expected, but at the start.
And well, Homeless getting caught out in the jungle, 1v3 will just fall.
Yeah, but at the start I thought that Tristana and Karma will just get pushed in all the time. But yeah, Shiking and Atnex, both of them were able to just start winning the bot lane through from Karma's poke and the engage of Tristana.
And as we can see, after the first turret on top, Sion has 1.6k gold ahead, like single-handedly. That's pretty crazy. He's trying to steal the red buff right now. Will Big Mac get the flush? He didn't smite it in time, or did he? Because Sion and Big Mac has red buffs on. And well, it seems like that Goex stole the red buff from Big Mac.
So
that must be a tilter right there.
That must be a tilter, yeah.
Because Big Mac even smited it, and whoa, that's pretty nasty.
The E does do a lot of damage to minions, and Yeah, now macro.
And well, Shiking getting really low. Bot lane from Surreal Gaming will have to back as the turret on the bot lane is going to fall, most likely.
Yeah, nobody's going to stop him. Yeah, this is the Imantas 5 we see every single time right now, just getting that early leads for themselves, I guess, and then just translating into first turrets for all the lanes, and then just getting that lead that they need to snowball the game even further.
And yeah, the turret on the bot lane gets destroyed by Fabi. And well, big gold leads in all the roles except for the mid lane. So Talia pick really working out for MC Ro. But he gets hit by the binding. The spear does not connect. Now double knockup from a Big Mac and a big turnaround for Surreal Gaming. Now that was an excellent kick from Big Mac as he knocked up the Z after the ult as well.
Yeah, Big Mac again coming out strong with the Lee Sin pick. Not getting too hesitant, not being afraid from Imantas 5, and that's what you want to see. Even though they did lose a bit, they aren't tilted, still playing highly, and that's going to be the second Drake for them.
Yeah, this time it's going to be Ocean Drake, so maybe it will help them a little bit to stay in lanes a little bit longer. Talia will have no problems with mana as she didn't even before. On top lane, that is the worrying matchup for Surreal Gaming as GOEX is just having his, I don't know,
having his way,
his reign on top lane. Meanwhile, he's trying to solo the Herald. MC Ro sees him and backs away.
Yeah, Payson already was there to collapse if Talia would overstep somewhere.
But Big Mac is coming in, and it seems like GOEX will have to back away from the Herald. Will they just take it for their own now? It seems like that the Herald is going to reset. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slowdown right now. Caitlyn has her Infinity Edge and almost the Z item finished.
But Rutsko getting caught out and is going to get one-shotted by Surreal Gaming, and that might be the pick that they needed to.
They're going on GOEX now. He cancels Tristana's jump with his ult. He is in a world of trouble. Z ult comes in. Atnek's going to fall. Nothing he could do there. Now Imantas 5 is collapsing on the Surreal Gaming now. Captain Snowball comes in, hits the Sonic Strike on the Nidalee, does a ward kick, a pretty beautiful ward kick, but his team couldn't follow up. Now he's going in further. But yeah, they got the river dominance off of that.
Yeah, and are able to now just pick up Rift Herald for themselves and the objectives. Yeah, Surreal Gaming just getting all the objectives that they need right now. They have the, I would say, the late game composition on their side with the Tristana and Talia. The Lee Sin will kind of fall off, but I feel like he'll just have to do one insect play and he'll do his job well. And Nerzel just needs to get a bit of tanky, a bit more of tank items, and then he'll be able to fight him off back well. And yeah, right now Surreal Gaming.
And well, facing getting really low on the mid lane, but he has his team to help, but he just falls. He just falls to MC Ro. I did not expect that. Did he go back into the E?
He just went. No, he went back into the Q, I think. I didn't. E, yeah, so he died to the E. He died to the E, yeah.
And well, Facen going quite a disrespectful route, not even going versus, well, not even going Hex Drinker versus Talia that is quite ahead of him.
Yeah, 1-3-0, not
and well, now Captain Snowball gets into 2 traps in the binding, and Heal's going to save him. But yeah, third for Imantas 5 now. They got all the tier 1s. They can just focus on tier 2s right now. And Baron's coming up in 30 seconds. Let's see if they want to maybe rush it or something like that. Maybe bait a team fight out of that.
Yeah, but even though Imantas 5 have the first 3 turrets, it's still, right now, I'd say it's in Surreal Gaming's hands.
And well, facing, dueling Nerzel on the bot lane, and well, it was a one-sided fight right there as Facing picks up his second kill of the game, and that's what Surreal Gaming does not want to see. And well, on the top lane, second kill for Imantas 5 in a matter of seconds as Kaiser falls.
Yeah, Surreal Gaming slowly are starting to crumble, are not able to keep up with the pressure that Imantas 5 are putting on the map. But if they can just slow down the game a bit, if they are able to survive these ganks from and not to have those stupid engages as Nerzo had on bot lane, I think they have this game in the bag. They just need to survive 10 minutes more and they are going to be back and are ready to win it.
But as we've seen in the previous weeks, it's pretty hard to do it versus them, as Imantas 5 have a pretty unique strategy that they will almost always split push, and as long as facing can 1v1 Nerzel in the top lane, or in this instance on the bot lane, there's pretty much nothing that Surreal Gaming can do about this.
Well, if Nerzel can pick up more items for himself, I think he will be able to start matching the face and push. Like if he gets, when he gets Runans, he'll be able to push in faster and stuff like that. He just has to go with the split push.
Well, almost getting caught out, fails the flash, and Kaiser is going to secure it. And well, that's probably the time that Surreal Gaming needs. The second Ocean Drake coming up in a minute.
Yeah, and again now Surreal Gaming just opening, getting back some kills that they need, catching out.
And well, Cyanold coming in, trying to catch out someone, and it's going to be MC Rose. That's going to be the first death of her. She Zonya's has the Seraph's shield, and Big Mac gets a kill on the Rootsko. So one turnaround after another, and yeah, Surreal Gaming winning these skirmishes. But they need to stop getting caught out.
Well, this time it worked out, so it's not that bad, I guess. What's the Drake that's going to spawn up right now?
Ocean Drake.
So another Ocean Drake. That's pretty good, pretty good. Will allow them to siege harder. They will get poked, but then they can just regenerate all that back. And yeah, if they keep this play up.
And well, they are looking for a trap near the dragon. Now Homeless is going in, and he gets collapsed on. Ooh, Nezel gets the kill this time, and well, after this kill, Nezel will probably be able to finish his items. He does have 1.1k, and well, Shaiki gets 1v4 killed by Facin, but Facin's going to get killed as well there. So I don't know if that's worth for Imantas 5, as they have the snowball comp and they need to snowball. They don't need to trade this.
Yeah, right now it does look like Surreal Gaming. Like, I'm so hyped. Surreal Gaming can actually win this game, and I didn't expect it. All of them are playing so well. Macro right now hasn't died once against Face and Zed. We have to give him I don't know, an award for that. It's so hard. Facen can do so much on that pick, and yeah, I just can't wait to see how this one goes out, because Imantas 5 now, they have, Captain Snowballs was able to match the pressure that Homos Master was putting on the map, and right now that gave Surreal Gaming the lead that they needed. And the Soul Laners haven't lost by themselves. They haven't lost the lanes, they actually won the lanes. So yeah, I'm just surprised how well they're playing this game.
And yeah, but they do have a lot of things to do until they can close out the game. Yeah, 6 kills on the Lee Sin, but that's what you expect from Lee Sin. It doesn't mean you will win the game if you get a lot of kills on Lee Sin, you know.
Well, yeah, but they have that. I'd say they have that late game composition on their side, and once Surreal Gaming's composition gets the gold that they need, they will just be able to match the split push and win the team fights.
And well, M0 getting chunked down really low by the Nidalee Spear, but she does have the 2 Ocean Drakes. She will decide to back.
Yeah, and now Goduch pushing in bot lane. He has the TP while Nerzel does not, so that is an opportunity that Imantas 5 can abuse, going in for the trying to play around the Baron while Nerzel is bot lane. and just try and clear as much vision as they can there and maybe pick it up.
And yeah, I would say that Cyan is pretty huge right now. Already on 3 items, he does have the Knight's Vow, Righteous Glory, and Adaptive Helm. So he's pretty much set for team fights, not for split pushing. And he's looking for something on mid lane, but all his team has backed. So I don't know what he's doing there.
Yeah, he just went, checked, maybe if they come then he can use his Mega Gnar, saw that nobody's there, went back, pushing in bot lane, but Cyan
And well, he's going to get caught out by Captain. Snowball gets kicked in, but he will just use the Blast Plant. He actually, Big Mac used the Blast Plant himself. Now with the Righteous Glory, GOEX goes in and face and finishes off Big Mac. Now Cyan's not going to connect, but it's going to scare everyone away. And this might be the Baron for Imantas 5.
Yeah, Captain Snowball's dead. That just allows Bronze, it's more for Homos Master to smite it easier. It's going to be hard for Surreal Gaming to steal it away. It looks like they, oh no, they are going to try it.
Yeah. Well, Faison is zoning them off, still has the Z ult, so let's see. Oh, double knockback from Telly. Blue team gets the Baron. Now M0 flashes in, is not going to get any kills yet, but a big CC chain by Surreal Gaming. Now they are there's double kill for Shiking. He's going to back away. Caitlyn's still kiting together with Bronze to Smooth and GOEX. Now they want to fight, but they really should just back. Now Kai's is regening from the Ocean Drake, and it seems like they will go in, but M0 gets headshotted by Caitlyn. Now Shiking's next one on the line gets the kill on the Nimbly, so already 3 kills in this team fight. They are going for the Penta for Shiking. GA gets popped now. Second Cyan holds such a low cooldown. Now Fabi is going to get the kill on the Big Mac. Now Shiking and Atnix in trouble. Atnix is going to fall. Shiking's the next one. He kites. He tries to get the kills, but the shield from Cyan is just too big.
Yeah, and really good team fight from Imantas 5 are able to pick it up. I don't know why Surreal Gaming were trying to force it that much. I think they got what they needed. They got some kills, and yeah, maybe they just got a bit too greedy, I'd say. They wanted to pick up all 5 members so that Imantas 5 wouldn't have a single Baron buff. But I think that if they got Faison, and that was the main target they should have gotten, because now Faison wouldn't have that. They wouldn't have that Faison who's split pushing with the Baron buff, and that would have been enough for them to just stall the game a bit more. Because I don't think that Cyan would be able to do much with the Baron buff, solo pushing. And yeah, they just overstayed, and if they would have just got Faison and backed off, it would have been good.
And well, Fabi's trying to, starting to frontlining. Rutsko getting caught out is really low. Now Fabi gets the kill on the Big Mac. He's looking for more. Shiking is forced to back as he ate 1 spear and was almost dead there.
Yeah, Nerzo now has that Black Quiver, but is not doing as much as I want him to do. Yeah, the Cyan is so big, so tanky right now, nobody can do anything about it, and Homos Master landing most of his spears right now, poking out as much as he can so that Caitlyn can just keep pushing in the waves.
And it's a pretty nasty siege camp from them. They can't engage because of Cyan and Morgana, but they are looking for it. Nerzo gets the 2-man ultimate on the Nidalee and Caitlyn, but for nothing, and well, they are all forced out of the turret. The inhibitor turret falls, the inhibitor is going to be the next one online. Now they're just looking for more and more objectives. They're going to snowball this.
Yeah, they're going now bot lane, and there's a big wave topside, so if they can manage to push in the wave, get that turret, then yeah, already Cyan's going topside to get out, to keep pushing that wave in. And yeah, they're starting to snowball this game again. Surreal Gaming just need them to try and slow this game down as much as they can. But this, yeah, Imantas 5 just still keeping up the pressure that they always do. And right now, again, just Surreal Gaming cannot match it. can't match the pressure that Imantas 5 are pushing, but they are going on to...
And well, Cyan just drifting away, gets the Lee Sin kick, but Lee Sin did not step in front of that train.
Yeah, was not able to stop it, to stand in front, but this is going to be the first Drake that Imantas 5 can pick up for themselves. Does help them with the siege again. Ocean Drakes are good for siege composition so that they can regen the mana back and don't have to back off. Yeah, they're just going to push in Wop.
Well, Fabi just clearing wave with one crit from Rapid Fire and Shiv. And well, Nerzo getting really, really low. He'll have to back. Fabi can just run everyone down.
Yeah, we saw something similar from Quiedex in the Falcon eSports versus Team Confab Gaming series, where he was just able to frontline with the Caitlyn and do so much damage because of the movement speed that he got from someone. He had a lot of movement speed, and it was hard for them to collapse onto him.
And already on 4 items, trying to finish the last one, they're just going to get second, third on the bot lane. Nothing they can do. Talia ult comes in, trying to zone them away, but they're just too afraid to go in.
Yeah, they just don't feel that they can win the team fight right now. Shy King looking to put in some damage.
And well, almost going in for the execute, does not get it now. Atnex is going to fall. Nezel tries to go in, but he hits no one with the ultimate, and he just falls, and it seems like this is going to be the first game, unless M0 and Kaiser, what Kaiser? No Kaiser there. He just falls there. The next one's going to be M0. Will they get him? He's really low in the founding, but yeah, ooh, getting super low. Dodges everything, but nothing he can do to defend the base right now.
Yeah, Imantas 5 just want to rack up the KDA.
He's just playing dodgeball, and they really want him. Will they get him? They are not getting it. Ooh.
Macro getting that after game skill shot dodging training, does manage to dodge a lot of them. I would say that 30% of the skill shots actually land on him, so that's a pretty good statistic, I'd say.
And yeah, that was quite a game I would say. At the start, Imantas 5 showed why they're the highest ranked team so far. Then we saw a pretty good comeback, pretty well executed comeback from Surreal Gaming, but that was not enough to stop the Imantas 5 hype train. And we can see just Fabi absolutely destroying everyone with 30k damage in 30 minutes. So yeah, that's quite a lot. It's like almost twice as much as
1K,
Kaiser.
it's 1K per 1 minute, so
1k per 1 minute, yeah.
A lot of damage coming out from him. And yes, Real Gaming really had that they had that early game that I wanted to see from them. Just Imantas 5 were able to catch out someone, and then from that catch they just went for the Baron, got the Baron, and when they got the Baron, then Surreal Gaming tried to force that awkward fight that they shouldn't have taken even. And after that fight, Imantas 5 came out on top. Were able to start the split push, and yeah, the poke landed from Holmes Master and from Caitlyn, and from there the cookie started crumbling.
But yeah, we had some good sides from Surreal Gaming, some bright sides in this game. For example, I liked M0 the most in this one because he completely neutralized Faison. In this game, Faison was pretty much irrelevant. He got a couple of solo kills, but they did not impact the game so much.
Yeah, and I'm speechless. So this was such a good game. I didn't expect. I really thought that Imantas 5 are going to 2-0 Surreal Gaming, but Surreal Gaming put up a really good fight. Something I wish we would have seen earlier in the season. Then they would have been higher in the rankings. But right now, yeah, if they can keep up this play, maybe they can.
Maybe they can come back for game 2.
Yeah, maybe they can actually. They saw the mistakes and they can actually win the game too. Because Imantas 5 had a really weak start. I guess they were pretty cocky coming into this game because Surreal Gaming is 10th right now, and Imantas 5 are the first.
So maybe we'll see the first loss for Imantas 5 and the first win for Surreal Gaming. That would be a big, big confidence boost for Surreal Gaming, and that is what they need right now. Because they have the plays, they have the players, they just need a little bit of confidence in their plays.
Yeah, and we will see that, if they will be able to do that in Game 2 after this small break. So don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back with game number 2 between Imantas 5 and Surreal Gaming.
I can never forgive Lattelecom for murdering our mother.
I've been cooperating, you're just not listening.
You're not listening to me.
Pasaules top seriāli. Skaties visas sezonas uzreiz visos tavos ekrānos. Shortcut films. Tikai 6 eiro mēnesī. Shortcut. Tu redzēsi.
You spray. You awkward. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
G's than the Ellie. I want more 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 G's than the Ellie. Go rap out till I black out.
And we are back in the game between Surreal Gaming and Imantas 5. And yeah, first game was pretty interesting. I hope for nothing less in the second one. What do you think?
Well, yeah, the first game we saw how you can abuse Imantas 5, but not on but we didn't see it until the end. We didn't see Surreal Gaming win. So maybe this time we'll see them win. I want to see, I don't know. But we are in the chance locked, so they have we have the first ban again. Evelyn banned out against Thomas Master, and again the Camille ban coming out. So Nerzo won't be able to pick that up for himself.
What I want to see is like switched matchups on the top lane right now. Nerzo with the Cyan and Godux with the Gnar, because Godux has played Gnar, I think ever since the release of it. So
yeah.
He's a big time Gnar player.
Yes.
And maybe he could show us masterclass how to play this matchup.
Yeah, and the same bans coming out from Surreal Gaming as first game, banning out the Yasuo and the Kazakhs.
And will we see the Xayah ban right now? That's
the question.
Interesting. And it's not going to be Xayah, it's Cyan, so Xayah is open. Will Surreal Gaming first pick it? 20 more seconds to lock in. But they are not even hovering anything. How uninteresting. They do not want to give away their Akali strats.
Yeah. Okay, so they don't go with the Xayah. That most likely will be the first two picks from Imantas 5. I expect at least they do like to play Xayah Rakan themselves. And Caitlyn this time picked up for Kaiser.
And yeah, well, now it's like a decision for them, because if they do not pick one of them or both of them, it's going to be probably banned, and they are going to pick Alistar. And well, Rutsko really likes to play Alistar. He's pretty adept at the champion. Last week we saw a big comeback from Imantas 5 in that game where Facen played Yasuo. And well, it was pretty crazy. And Amumu Albert. We'll see if it's picked. Maybe it's a placeholder. And here comes the Akali. But Akali is a placeholder for Jhin. And that's something we haven't seen in a while. Jhin has been like incredibly buffed during the last patch. And well, Jhin Alistar, a pretty fearful lane.
Yeah, Nidalee picked up for Big Mac this time. So what type of pick we'll see from Homos Master this time? We've seen him play Warwick before, and he had a really good game on Warwick.
He hovered Shaco in the last chance.
Yeah, and he like last season I think he got to Challenger only playing Shaco in the Nordic.
Like, I don't know, I think like 3 years in a row.
Yeah, so he knows how to play Shaco.
But I think it's probably going to be Shivani or Udyr. So yeah, he plays a lot of Udyr. That is not a placeholder, I can tell you that for sure. Because yeah, Udyr has been rising up during the last few weeks. And it's a pretty scary champion if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and Ornn picked up for Nerzel. So this time again going with a tank matchup. Well, now this time he's going for the tank matchup. So we might actually see the Gnar come out. It's a pretty good pick against Ornn.
Maybe it's going to get banned, and we see a Morgana ban from Imantas 5. I would suppose that the next ban is going to be either Azir or Braum. I think Braum ban would be better there, because that would leave Surreal Gaming's bot lane pretty defenseless. They could still pick up the Karm though.
Maybe Talia. Maybe they can ban out Talia so that Macro won't play it.
I don't know if Talia was the biggest problem. She got quite a big of a lead in the early game and did some plays in mid game, but I don't know if that was the reason why they were even contesting the game.
Yeah,
and it's the Braum banned as the last one. So yeah, now they have the option. Maybe they can go for Kate Karma. That's the classic. Maybe Lulu is open, Zyra is open, but I don't know if Atnex plays some mage bots.
Yeah, I think he's more of a Arden sends our support player. So most likely we'll see the Karma come out again, as we saw last time.
And well, what is going to be picked on the on the Imantas 5 side? They are hovering Darius, but it's probably not going to be Darius, although it's a pretty good champion versus Ornn. So we still have no messages that it's a placeholder, but it could be Darius, but Nar would be better there, I think. But I don't know. I'm speechless. I didn't expect Darius. Darius is picked a lot in the Cyan matchups, as Cyan cannot do anything versus Darius. Ornn is a little bit rougher opponent. But yeah, we'll have to see. And it's an Annie. Is that like season 3 or something?
Annie support.
Caitlyn Annie. Maybe that's Annie in the mid lane, taking some advices.
Yeah.
From LS.
LS,
and
the LS Annie.
Derek hovered, so maybe it is Annie mid.
Well, they do message me, and we know that Annie is Cassiopeia.
Well, that's not the same, but Cassiopeia can be exciting at times as well.
And we saw, from Raske Karistaya, the vegan unit 4's mid laner, we saw some good Cassiopeia play. He was able to win the game solo-handedly for Vegan Unit 4 against Surreal Gaming. So maybe they've taken some tips and tricks from them. And Faison actually picking up Kassadin for himself in the mid lane.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him play Kassadin. Maybe I have, but it's 100% not his signature pick or anything.
Yeah.
But as he plays assassin, Kassadin can be an assassin. If he gets fed, then maybe goes for an interesting item builds.
Yeah, he can one-shot people still if he gets ahead.
He can one-shot many people in a row.
Yeah, that's one of his things that Kassadin can do. I remember, that's Kassadin, and they still will have that 1-3-1 composition with Kassadin just solo pushing and Darius solo pushing. So yeah, they're still playing what they know, what they think that they know, and right now nobody has been able to find an answer against them, against the 1-3-1.
Well, but I actually don't like this comp from this 1-3-1 comp from Imantas 5, as they have Udyr, Braum, and Jhin left in mid lane. Udyr is not going to be in the mid lane at no points of the game.
Yeah.
He's going to help out the sideline. So it's Alistar and Jhin versus the world.
Yeah, but they do have a lot of catch potential with that composition. I guess. Don't know. But I think that this is one of the worst drafts that Imantas 5 have had. So maybe this is going to be the time that that Surreal Gaming can win this game, but get upset the Imantas 5, the first team.
I want to see GOEX go for the full-on Darius build with the Ignite instead of the teleport. That'd be great. As the second champ select is loading, we actually don't see what summoners he has.
Yeah, we can't know yet, but he has the TP.
He has the TP. Maybe he will. Maybe he will just switch it up in last second. Hopefully.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it will be the Ignite Ghost Darius.
I don't know about Ghost. He will probably go versus on. He will go Grass, but he can go Phase Rush, which is pretty scary. Even like I don't know, 600 movement speed. Darius is just running towards you, and you can't escape. He has the slows, the pull, the hook, the axe.
Yeah, it's hard to say. But I don't think that. I think that this time, Surreal Gaming, if they can keep up the play that they had last time, I think that this time they will come out even more ahead in the lane because of the Caitlyn Karma composition on bot lane. That would just be so hard to deal with.
But Jhin has historically been one of the champions which is pretty decent, if not even good, versus Caitlyn. So we have to think about that, and we have to see what's going to happen on the bot lane, as it could be the snowball matchup for Surreal Gaming or Imantas 5.
Yeah, but yeah, before the game starts, we'll have a small commercial break, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back with the second game against Surreal Imantas 5 against Surreal Gaming.
And we are in the second game between Surreal Gaming and Imantas 5. Yeah, how could I forget the name? Of the still undefeated team looking to take the third clean a week, but they have pretty interesting picks right now and a pretty interesting draft overall. As we can see, Captain Snowball, Big Mac, and Kaiser Shiking took the champions, which led to the success in Game 1 for Imantas 5. And well, Imantas 5 looking for another invade. They are going to back off from that. Maybe they were looking to just match it, but why would you invade with like an Italy or Karma?
Yeah, and Surreal Gaming, meanwhile, playing it safe, covering all the entrances to the jungle, not letting anything slip by them. No vision will be placed, no deep vision early in the early game. I actually don't know. I think that Nidalee has a faster jungle clear, but who does actually have faster jungle clear than?
Nidalee has the, at least in the first game, but we have to see which other are we going to see. And it's going to be Tiger, yeah. Well, Tiger is pretty much the standard right now, so he's not going for the perma-farm phase.
Yeah.
He'll just look for ganks and early pressure.
Yeah, but I just want to see the same play we saw from Kaiser last game. I want to see this game as well. I want him to just pop off with the Caitlyn, be the menace that he was with the Tristana, and just try and snowball the lead from bot lane.
And well, top lane is going to be a pretty interesting matchup as there's On and Darius. It's pretty unconventional matchup, at least in an organized play.
Yeah,
and well, we see Homeless going in, flashing on the Big Mac. Big Mac fails the flash, but gets away with the jump.
yeah, and Homeless Master stealing away the buff with the smite, and now feeling pretty confident, having the lead that Big Mac had last game. This time he has the lead. He will be able to try and put out more pressure, and now going mid lane to look for a gank.
And he's going to try to snowball. This M0 sees this already as he backs up. Here's the Q, but Homeless Master is just going in further. And well, he will take the skull, or will he? Bot lane is really pushed up for Surreal Gaming as Udder's just rushing down. Rutsko is going in on the Kaiser. Kaiser needs to flash away. He does. And well, both flashes for Surreal Gaming are down, and Homeless Master did not commit to get to Caitlyn, and a huge fumble for Imantas 5 right there.
Yeah, Alistar had to use both of his summoners and did not manage to pick up the kill. Shiking was fast enough to flash out of the root from Jhin, and Udyr did not have the movement speed yet to just.
Udyr turned around to go for the Karma.
Yeah, but then he again turned around to go for Caitlyn, so a bit of a fumble there. Ornn having playing this lane right now pretty well.
Well, Ornn will get low after this, so will he? He actually wins the trade. That's incredible. A great champion right there.
Yeah, and he's not finished looking for more. No, he did not continue. Cassiopeia got back, so she has the tier. Will be able to start stacking that up for herself. And yeah, again, Shiking and Atnix in the bot lane, going to try and push out the wave as much as they can.
And well, Shiking playing really aggressive, going in for the auto attacks each time Fabi goes for one. So really good Caitlyn player.
Yeah, Godux almost dying to Ornn. Ornn almost getting the solo kill. He did use his flash. Godux did not use his, so a small win for Chaim Frito there.
And well, let's see, early pressure from Udyr was seen in the first couple of levels, but now he defaulted to farming as he hasn't backed yet, so a big back for Udyr.
He's coming up, yeah, he will get the items, the early power spikes.
The jungle smite and the boots, so that's a great first back.
And right now, Surreal Gaming are just having the advantage in all the lanes. They're pushing in all the lanes in. Wither has not been able to like do too much damage right now in the early game, but meanwhile, Captain Snowballs hasn't done anything as well. So right now, Surreal Gaming are looking pretty good.
And well, yeah, Big Mac looking for something in mid lane. He's just stealing XP right there. And well, a flash ult from M0, but a good flash away from Facen before the W lands. And well, if he did not use that opportunity, he would most likely be dead there.
Yeah, and Nerzel just got level 6, so he might try and dive there. It's most likely not.
Well, Homeless coming from behind. Nerzel doesn't have the flash, and they're not going to commit to that, as M0 was missing from the mid lane.
Yeah, he already was starting to roam there. Great awareness from him to catch that potential, to like to just stop the gang coming out.
And yeah, bot lane going much better than expected for Fabi and Rutsko. They got the first back, they got a small CS lead, but winning lane with a Doran's ring, that's a pretty big feat for Fabi.
Yeah. Now Caitlyn will try and push in the wave as much as she can.
And we can see the lane's already turned around with one grenade, and it's going to be a pain for Surreal Gaming's bot lane.
But Rusko missed the combo, used the Q on nothing. Didn't think, thought that he was in range, but
maybe he thought that Kaiser already had his flash up and he's going to flash in.
Maybe that's something. That's
like next level plays right there. But talking about next level, they're going in on the Kaiser. Kaiser still doesn't have the flash. Uther's coming from behind, and Kaiser is going to die.
Oh.
He gets lighted by by Almost Master.
Yeah, but this time, and the Godlux getting the first kill for himself in the top lane as well. Got at level 6 and was able to execute Nerzel.
And yeah, even without the ignite, Godlux winning the lane with a pretty big lead, more than 15 CS and a kill, and it's not going to get easier for Nerzel there.
Yes, the Real Gaming this time are not able to get that early pressure that they needed, and just losing lanes solo. And it's going to be hard for them to come back in this game. When Imans 5 get the lead, they know what to do with that lead. They can finish games pretty fast. Maybe Surreal Gaming can do a miracle play, get some objectives, but yeah, right now Imans 5 just standing strong.
And Imans 5 were the ones, I wouldn't say to scale in this game, but they were the ones to survive their early game because they have a super big mid-game spike, and afterwards they fall off, so they're going to get earlier to that. And on top lane, more trades, but well, Ornod comes down and from behind this Big Mac, the spear is not going to land. Godlux is looking for 1v2 now. Homeless is coming in, so 2v2 on the top lane. Couple of flashes burned for Godlux and Big Mac now.
The BM wars.
Yeah, Homeless just zoning them off with his turtle stance. So yeah, actually a big win for Imantas 5 in this, because it just means that Godlux can play as aggressive as he wants, and if if Captain Snowball comes in, he can look for 1v2.
Yeah, Godlux right now pretty strong on that pick. But the one weakness of Darius is that you can easily
and well, a flash combo on the Shaking. He flashes away from the Jin W, but he gets killed by the ultimate now. 3 out of 4 ultimates hit by Fabi, and a 2v2 kill on the bot lane. And yeah, it looks pretty rough for Surreal Gaming right now.
But Macro, meanwhile, getting cut out in mid lane, will not die, uses the ult.
And face and dodges the ult and just goes back in, gets the kill on M0.
Yeah, and now, yeah, slowly but surely, Surreal Gaming are falling farther and farther behind. The Udyr pick coming out strong right now, and even though.
And well, Captain Snowball looking for someone on the bot lane. He hits the spear, but is he going to die? He's going to die to Fabi. Fabi is looking for double kill. Rutsko is dead, but Shiking comes in, and Fabi is not going to get the double. Or will he? He will have the W soon, but well, not soon enough.
Yeah, will not try it. I don't know why. Well, that would have been a rookie mistake from me, but I had the feeling he was going to just continue going in and not stop there, but and just try and 1v2 them.
I wouldn't call that a rookie mistake because I would have done the same.
So yeah, that's not a rookie mistake from.
Because when you play Jhin, you most likely just want to get the Triumph, and with Triumph and Jhin, you can pretty much take that situation on your own. So yeah, I don't know, probably he did the right play. For sure he did the safe play, and now Shiking is getting caught out without the flash. Fabi's looking for a root on the W, and they just chain CC, and Shiking is going to fall to Fabi, so 3 kills for the Jhin already.
Yeah, the Alistar Jhin lane coming in strong. The combo is right now going well for them. Rutsko and the Alistar are able to just do what he wants to do, gets the engages, rarely messes up with the mistake with the combo. We saw it once happening, maybe we'll see it again. But yeah, right now Rutsko is on his comfort pick and is able to show it.
Well, they're going for the Atnix on the bot lane, and all the CC lands again. Will Rutsko get the stun? That is not needed now. Captain Snowball tries to return the kill but does not land the spear now. Bronze Smith already is here. They will get the kill on the Nidalee, and well, Jin's just sniping everyone. That's like Latvian sniper.
Yeah, Fabi is
Jhin.
the Latvian sniper, the hero we need. And Udyr.
And Udyr playing really aggressive, does not have the flash or anything. Alistar goes back in, and well, Surreal Gaming is just breaking apart.
Yeah, the invades working in their favor. Nothing much they can do. Wait, Shiking looking for something and is going to get caught
And
out.
Shiking has no mana.
And the Atnix also just running in. The Latvian special going in one by one. And yeah, this looks like we're seeing 2 different Surreal Gamings, these 2 games. I was hoping that they could come in the second game even stronger and punish Imantas 5 as much as they can. Even like with these picks, you can kind of know, and they're kind of telegraphed. You know what they want to do, but still Surreal Gaming are not able to play against that, and Imantas 5 starting that snowball.
And Kaiser looking like a completely different player. It seemed like his big brother was playing in first game. And now he's back at the keyboard. But well, nothing is over yet, as they can come back. They have the stronger later game, but they will need to farm up a lot. And it seems pretty unlikely. We have a 6k gold lead at 14 minutes. First Drake is Ocean Drake, so Imantas 5 are not even going to bother with that. They will look for Herald and look for turrets and look to close out the game ASAP.
Yeah, Imantas 5, if there's one thing they know, that is how to finish games as quickly as possible. And they've always have this had this mentality. They know how to finish the games, they know what they want to do, they have the game plan set up, and they just follow it.
They don't follow it, they have the game plan though. They usually just want to have a little bit of fun in games like these. And well, we'll see if they decide to do so, or maybe they have some appointments today to make. Because they are pushing in strong, or ultimate comes in, does not land on the Jhin or Alistar.
Yeah, but it does stop the turret from falling for a little bit. Kaiser trying to pick up the top line turret does not manage
now
to
Kaiser
do so.
needs to be careful, as facing pretty strong throw on the Kassadin already with stacking Dark Seal, so maybe he'll upgrade it to the Magi's.
Yeah, but
That's
sure, it
usually
picked
fun.
up and
And well, M0 getting caught out, flashes away, will get pulled by Darius, and all 4 Jin shots hits M0. They are looking for more. Now Atnex falls. Captain Snowball just gets melted.
deleted.
And yeah, well, Darius had the passive, the 5-stack passive as he hit the Q. So, oh well, I wouldn't want to be on the Surreal Gaming side right now.
Yeah, and Tracking also caught out in his base. Getting caught out in his own base, almost falling, did have to use the fires to survive. And yeah, Imantas 5 just keeps snowballing this game. If Surreal Gaming can come back into this, it would be like a miracle play. I think that the weak highlights would just be of, all weak highlights would be of Surreal Gaming coming back in this game.
In the first game, I would put like one of the top plays this week, the Lee Sin kick near the mid lane turret where he kicked the Nidalee and the Z out of the ultimate right at that instant. Now Faison's looking for something. Will he get the jump on the Nidalee? They will go for it, and well, the Jin Snail lands, but they will not commit to it.
Yeah, Faison got a bit worried that he might die there. Doesn't want to die so that he would have that perfect KDA this game. But Imantas 5 haven't really gotten to do the 1-3-1 yet too much.
And well, Captain Snowball caught out flash combo from Alsta. No follow-up though, the Jin W does not land. Now M0 is going to be the target. He falls to Faison. Faison already with 7 stacks on the Dark Seal. And well, it's going to get only worse, as Nazo has no way to defend it. Now he gets caught out. He dodges the snare, but Jin Ultimate is going to pick him up most likely. And yes, it does. Now Shaking in trouble, getting caught out and nowhere to go. He was completely savaged there.
Yeah, and Imantas 5 again have the gold lead, 12k. Fabi just going in onto Captain Snowball and diving him. Just diving
Uses
him.
both summoners to tell the story.
Yeah, and
Send the message.
sends the message to Surreal Gaming that you cannot mess with Imantas 5.
That the first game was just a fluke.
Yeah, Imantas 5 just gave them the advantage at the start so that they would feel happier about themselves.
And Imantas 5 playing it smart, not even going for the inhibitor, so they are actually looking to finish the game cleanly.
Yeah, only have 2 deaths. One is on Homeless Master and one is on Ridgeko, so pretty clean game from them. Nezul is going to get cut out. No!
And Nezul is going to fall. Nothing he can do. His E got cancelled. And well, Godex getting the kill. 402 on the Darius. Now on the bot lane. Homeless Master just solo killing Kaiser for like the 3rd time in this game.
Yes, Kaiser leaves the game.
Kaiser leaves the game. It's enough for him.
Yeah, he
So
can just...
is that going to be an early surrender for Surreal Gaming?
Maybe, or they're just going to 4v5 this game. We don't know. Maybe Kaiser was like the big villain in this game, and now Surreal Gaming are going to come back 4v5.
More farm for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
No AD carries to pick it up like.
Atnix can now finally get some farm for himself.
Yeah, get his magic.
But he gets
Atnix
died.
getting caught by the Bronze to smoke on ultimate not soon enough. Now he's going to fall from that, so a big shutdown. And Nezul gets the bounty.
Yeah, and then now...
And it is a 19-minute surrender by Surreal Gaming. And what a series of events. It seemed like Surreal Gaming completely falling apart. First game was great from them. But then a small throw led to a loss, and maybe they just couldn't handle it.
They got tilted. Was not able to finish the game. And Fabi again, most damage in the game.
Most damage in the game, and well, great Jin ultimates, great Jin snares. Missed a couple of them, but due to people flashing away. So yeah, Well, I would put him as the MVP for this game.
Yes, yes. Rusko also had a lot of great combos, caught out a lot of people, as same as Holmes. Both of them just roaming, getting catches so that Fabi can follow up with the W and CC them. But yeah, that was all from us today, guys. But stay tuned because there's going to be some CSGO action today. We're going to see them CSGO play. Envy and Gekons are going to join you to watch those games together with you.
We'll be here tomorrow, but tomorrow there's going to be not only the Axe Day, but also a different surprise. So be here and witness it.
Yeah. So see you tomorrow, guys.